Welcome to English Talk with Emma. I'm so glad you're here.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Talk with Emma, the podcast where learning English is easy and fun. I am your host, Emma.
Hello, Emma. And hello to all our amazing friends listening at home, in the car, or maybe while walking the dog. It is so good to be here with you today.
It really is, Mark. I am always so happy to see you. How are you doing today?
I am doing very well. I am feeling very grateful. I have my hot coffee, this great conversation with you, and the weather is beautiful outside. It is a good day.
That is a wonderful way to start the day. I am feeling very calm today, too. But you know, Mark, I was thinking about something quite serious this morning.
Oh? What were you thinking about, Emma?
Well, I was reading the morning news, and I was talking to a few friends online. A lot of people are feeling a bit sad lately. They feel very worried about the state of the world.
I understand that completely, Emma. I feel it too sometimes. There is a lot of difficult news right now. We hear about conflicts, we see people struggling, and it really feels like the world is, well, it feels broken.
Yes, broken is the perfect word. It is like a plate that fell on the floor. It is in pieces, and it is hard to see how anyone can fix it.
That is true. But that is exactly why I am so happy we are talking about this specific topic today. Because even when things feel completely broken, there is always hope.
I completely agree. And that is our topic for today's episode, remaining hopeful in a broken world. How to find hope and peace when everything around us feels difficult. We want to share some positive energy with everyone today.
That is a beautiful goal, Emma. I think our listeners really need to hear that message right now. I know I definitely need it.
Me too. But wait, Mark, before we get into this very important conversation, we have to remember our supportive friends watching and listening.
Oh, yes, of course. Friends, if you enjoy our channel and you want to help us grow, please take just 1 second to click that like button. It helps us so much.
Yes, and if you are new here, please subscribe to English Talk with Emma. We make these podcast episodes for you, and we love having you in our English learning family.
And do not forget to share this episode with a friend. Maybe you know someone who is feeling down or worried today. Send this video to them. It might make their day better.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, Mark, let's talk. When you see the news and it is full of conflict and problems, how does it actually make you feel?
Honestly, at first, I feel a little heavy. My chest feels tight and my heart feels heavy. It is a strange feeling, isn't it? It is like you are carrying a giant backpack full of heavy rocks.
That is a great way to describe it. A heavy heart. I feel that way too. I see pictures of people losing their homes, and I feel completely overwhelmed.
Oh, overwhelmed. That is a very good vocabulary word for our learners. Emma, how would you explain the word overwhelmed?
It means you feel like there is too much to handle. You feel like you cannot cope. Imagine standing in the ocean and a giant wave crashes over your head. You cannot breathe for a second. That is feeling overwhelmed.
Exactly. Many people are asking themselves hard questions right now. What will happen to the economy? It is a normal human reaction. But you know, Emma, this reminds me of something that happened with my niece last week.
Oh, tell me, Mark. I always love hearing your stories.
Well, I was visiting my sister's house. It was a rainy evening. My niece, Lily, is only 8 years old. She is very smart and very kind. She was watching the television and the evening news came on.
Oh no. Did she see something scary?
Yes, she did. It was a report about a terrible natural disaster. Buildings were destroyed and people were crying. I looked over at Lily and she had tears streaming down her face.
Oh, that is so sad. A child should not have to worry about such big problems. What did you say to her?
I sat down next to her on the sofa. I did not want her to feel alone with those big feelings. I hugged her and said, "Lily, it is okay to be sad. It is okay to feel that the world is scary right now."
That was very gentle of you. Validating her feelings is so important. But how did you give her hope?
I told her to look closer at the television screen. I said, "Lily, look at the background. The buildings are broken, yes, but do you see those people in the yellow coats? Do you see the doctors and the neighbors?"
The people helping?
Exactly! I taught her a famous quote from an American television host named Mr. Rogers. His mother used to tell him, "When things are scary, look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping."
Look for the helpers. Mark, that is absolutely beautiful. And it is so true. Even in the darkest times, there is always someone showing compassion.
Yes, compassion. Another excellent word for our listeners. Compassion means feeling pity or concern for the suffering of other people and wanting to help them.
When Lily saw the helpers, did she feel better?
She really did. She stopped crying. She realized that while there are bad things happening, there is also so much good. If we only stare at dark clouds, we miss the sun.
I love that. Focus on the helpers. You know, Mark, your story makes me think of an old Japanese art form. Have you ever heard of kintsugi?
Kintsugi? No, I do not think I know that word. What is it?
It is a wonderful tradition. When a ceramic bowl or a teacup drops and breaks into pieces, the artist does not throw it in the trash. Instead, they glue the pieces back together using a special liquid mixed with real gold.
Real gold? Wow. So the cracks are literally shining?
Exactly. The artist believes that the bowl is actually more beautiful because it has been broken. The history of the bowl, the damage, and the repair are all things to celebrate, not hide. The cracks become the most valuable part.
Emma, that is a truly powerful image. It is a perfect metaphor for our world and even for ourselves. We are all a little bit broken. The world is cracked.
Yes, we are. We have wars, we have poverty, we have sickness. Those are the cracks. But the gold is the love, the compassion, and the kindness that people show to each other during those hard times.
The helpers of the gold filling in the cracks of the world. That changes my mood completely. We spend so much time looking at the broken pieces and complaining, but we forget to look for the gold holding everything together.
That is exactly the point. The gold says, I am still here. We can rebuild this. Speaking of rebuilding and spreading hope, Mark, I have a fun idea for our listeners.
I always love your ideas, Emma. What do you want our friends to do?
If you are listening to us right now, please scroll down to the comment section and type the word gold. Just that one simple word.
I love that so much. Let's fill the comments section with gold. It is a small action, but it shows that we are all looking for the good in the world together.
It is like a big bright light shining from our channel to every country in the world.
So, Emma, we talked about my niece Lily, and we talked about the Japanese art of kintsugi. Do you have a story from your own week about finding hope?
I actually do. It is a simple story, but it really changed my perspective. It happened on Tuesday evening.
Oh, please tell me. I am ready for a good story.
Well, I was at the local grocery store after work. The store was very crowded. Everyone was tired, and the lines to pay were very long. Suddenly, the lights flickered and all the electricity went out. Complete darkness.
Oh no! A power outage in a crowded store? That sounds like a nightmare. People must have been very frustrated.
Frustrated is the perfect word. It means feeling annoyed or angry because you cannot do what you want to do. People started groaning and complaining. I felt frustrated too. I just wanted to go home and make dinner.
What happened next? Did everyone just leave their shopping carts in the dark?
At first, there was a lot of confusion. But then, a man near the front took out his phone and turned on the flashlight. He turned around and shined the light so the cashier could see.
Wow, that is a great example of being a helper.
It was! And then a woman next to me turned on her flashlight and helped an elderly man find his walking cane that he dropped. Within 2 minutes, there were dozens of little phone lights shining all over the store. People started talking to each other, making jokes, and sharing their lights.
That is absolutely incredible. A dark, stressful situation turned into a beautiful moment of community.
It really did. The entire atmosphere of the store changed. Atmosphere means the mood or feeling of a place. It went from tense and angry to warm and cooperative.
That is a profound lesson, Emma. Sometimes we feel completely helpless. We think we have no power to fix the big problems in the news.
Yes, helpless is a common feeling. You feel like you are just one tiny person who cannot fix the world.
But your story proves that we are not helpless. We might not be able to turn the electricity back on for the whole city, but we can always turn on our own little flashlight for the person standing next to us.
Exactly. If everyone turns on their little light, the room is not dark anymore. We can be peacemakers in our everyday lives.
A peacemaker. That is a beautiful English word. It is not just someone who enjoys peace. It is a person who actively creates peace in a difficult situation.
How do you think we can be everyday peacemakers, Mark?
Well, I had an experience at my office yesterday. It was a very small conflict, but it taught me a lot.
Oh? What happened at the office?
I received an email from a coworker, and the tone of the email seemed very rude. He was asking for a report, and he sounded very impatient. I felt offended.
Offended. That means your feelings were hurt and you felt angry because someone was disrespectful.
Yes. I immediately typed out a very angry, defensive reply. I wanted to start an argument right there in the email thread, but then I paused. I remembered that the world already has too much anger in it. Did I really need to add more?
That was very wise of you, Mark. Taking a deep breath is always a good idea.
So I deleted the angry email. Instead, I stood up from my desk, walked over to his office, and calmly asked him how his day was going.
And what did he say?
He looked exhausted. He apologized and told me his dog was very sick and he had been up all night. The email wasn't meant to be rude. He was just exhausted and stressed.
Wow. So by choosing patience instead of anger, you completely avoided a conflict. You were a peacemaker.
I tried my best. It was a tiny victory. We cannot stop the massive global arguments on the news, but we can absolutely stop the mini wars in our own offices, homes, and communities.
That is such an important point. You know, Mark, many people are afraid of the future because it is so uncertain.
Uncertain. That means we simply do not know what is going to happen next.
Yes. But I like to think of hope like a lighthouse in a storm. Have you ever seen a lighthouse, Mark?
Yes, a tall tower by the ocean that shines a bright light to guide ships safely to the land.
Exactly. The lighthouse does not stop the storm. The wind still blows and the waves still crash. But the light guides you through the darkness so you do not crash into the rocks. Hope is our lighthouse.
That gives me so much comfort, Emma. We cannot stop the storm, but if we keep our eyes on the light, on the helpers, on the gold in the cracks, on the kindness of strangers, we will find our way home safely.
That is the central message of our episode today. Even when things look incredibly difficult, there is always a reason to remain hopeful.
This conversation has honestly made my day so much better. I feel much lighter than I did 30 minutes ago.
I am so glad, Mark. Me too. Talking about hope always shrinks the heavy problems down to a smaller size. Let's quickly review what we learned today.
That is a fantastic idea. We started by validating that it is completely normal to feel overwhelmed and anxious when we see the news. The world can feel very broken.
Yes, but then you reminded us of Mr. Rogers and told us to always look for the helpers in any disaster or difficult situation.
And you taught us the beautiful Japanese concept of kintsugi. We learned that the cracks in our lives can be filled with gold, making us even more beautiful and resilient.
We also learned from the dark grocery store that everyone can turn on their own small flashlight. We do not have to be helpless.
And finally, we discussed being everyday peacemakers, giving grace to a stressed coworker instead of sending an angry email back.
It is a lot of wonderful advice to remember. I truly hope our listeners feel more peaceful and hopeful now, too.
I hope so too. Remember, friends, you are never alone. Look for the light and try to be the light for someone else. We are a family here at English Talk with Emma.
We certainly are. Well, Mark, it is almost time to wrap up this episode.
Oh no, time always flies by so fast.
It does. Friends, before you go, please leave a comment. Tell us one small thing that gives you hope today. Maybe it is a friend, a book, or a beautiful tree outside. We want to read it.
Yes! And if you haven't yet, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps our channel reach English learners who might need a message of hope today.
And subscribe. We cannot wait to see you next time. Thank you for practicing your English with us today. You are all wonderful.
Thank you, everyone. Keep looking for the helpers. Have a peaceful day. Bye.
Goodbye, everyone. See you next time.